Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the chain, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it in. Y'all ready for this?
Good morning. Welcome to week 11 in the Foundry Football League. It's 11-20-11, week 11, in case you guys are wondering. First of all, I'd like to start off by saying I got a 2-4 last week. 2 wins, 4 losses. That's the worst I've ever done. And I believe it's because I really needed to win a game and I really needed a couple other people to lose. I was like betting with my heart or falling into the presumption that when I predict something, it just happens, and well, it didn't. So I'm going to go back to the, checking the stats and looking up the things and being Swami again, because I freaking sucked last week. 2 wins, 4 losses, crazy. Anyways, that puts me at a 42-18. You can see it up here. My list is here, but I understand you can't read it that well. I don't know. So, let me get started on the predictions. So we got this parking lot pimps at all voltage. I'm going to take all voltage. It's just I'm partial to them regardless. I can't see betting against myself. However, I would like to commend parking lot pimps because he had a real rough start this year and he's put together a pretty decent team. I mean, he looks pretty good with Newton and Turner and Bush and Johnson and Bryant. Even Fred Davis. I think he did well. I believe in the beginning of the league, or the beginning of the season, he was struggling quite a bit. Lots of injuries or for whatever reasons. Anyways, I'm taking all voltage, already marked it up there. One thing I would like to do this week is give you the 8-ball predictions. So let you know what 8-ball thinks. 8-ball says, does parking lot pimps win at all voltage this week? And the answer is, I can't even read it. It is certain. 8-ball says yes. All right, so we going on to East End Vandals at Team GMC, and upon checking this one out, it looks like East End Vandals has a little bit of trouble. First of all, their matchups are pretty terrible. His quarterback Michael Vick is out. He has LeGarrette Blunt playing Green Bay. They're 12th in the league against the run. Sean Green hurt his ankle last week. I don't know. He's questionable. That leaves him with Roy Hulu, who I don't know if I'd put my team focus on him. And then that brings him down to the wide receivers, Jennings, Smith, Antonio Gates. So I don't know if those 3 guys can win it for you. And under the other side of that coin, we got Team GMC, who has a similar issue. He's got Frank Gore, who's got a bad knee. I don't know if they're going to sit him and save him for playoffs or what. But if you have Kendall, I think his name is, he'll probably see a lot of carries. He's got Beanie Wells, also has a bad knee. And so this is kind of a toss-up. But based on the worst of the injuries, I'm gonna roll the dice today, and I'm gonna go with Team GMC. Taking all the home teams so far. All right, it brings us to Big JW at Cristobal Tigers. The matchups, according to my calculations, show Big JW is in favor, I believe. I don't know what ESPN says, whether they got them ahead or what, but Big JW, I'm a huge fan this week. You need to take out Tigers. He's in my division. He needs a loss. That's betting with my heart again, but actually the matchups look favorable, I think, to Big JW. They're favored by ESPN. Big JW by 8. So we'll see what happens. I'm taking Big JW. First away team. Good luck. That brings us up to Los Angeles Fire Brick at Claysburg Brickbats. And Mr. Blaine Gerheim, I'm speaking directly to you and your team. You need to step it up this week and let's put this fire out. I'm telling you, this guy's running away with it. Him and Team SMB are at 7-3. There's only 2 guys out in front now. A bunch of us at 5-5. I don't know. Is there any 6-4s? Mr. Mulligan's at 6-4, of course. Yeah, that's terrible. But I'm a huge Brickbats fan. I guess we're gonna see whether or not the Los Angeles Firebricks almighty powerful bench is going to play it out this week, because it looks like a bunch of his guys are on the bench. And he's been bragging about how tough his bench is all year, so or at least for the last 3 or 4 games, making more points on the bench than he is in his start with his starters. So I'm thinking that Brickbats has a tougher time. I think he's probably favored. ESPN has him favored by like 14 points. Brickbats, you got a real shot this week, so let's step it up and let's take him out. I'm gonna take Brickbats once again. Probably betting with my heart again, and I shouldn't be. All right, so we're at Team Mulligans versus Baldwin Park Hulkamaniacs. Now, if you ever had a chance to be a spoiler, Mr. Hulkamaniacs, now would be a good time. However, upon reviewing your team, I noticed your quarterback's out and your kicker's out, and your Steelers are on a bye. I mean, your quarterback's on a bye, your Steelers are on a bye, and your kicker's out. And then I look at Mulligan's team, and his defense and kickers are on byes. So I would love to be able to pick Hulkamaniacs to win this one, because Mr. Mulligan's being at 6-4 could use a loss, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion. I'm not in favor of Mulligan's running off with it either. I'd like to bring it all down where we're all in the mix, at least where I'm at. Everybody needs to be at 5-5. However, I'm going to have to go with Mulligan's. He's just too powerful. He's got Kendall on the bench, or on his starting team too, is replacing Gore, I think. I mean, I have no clue what they're going to do there, but that's probably what I think they would do. Maybe they'll run Gore instead. Anyways, my heart's with Hulkamaniacs. My brain says Mulligan. Okay, well, we're at Plasma Archillas and Team SMB. Now, both of these teams are up in the winning bracket. I don't suppose it's possible to get a tie, is there? I think a tie would be good here. Don't think I'm going to predict a tie. ESPN has the projected totals of 134 to 117 in favor of Team SMB. It's a classic matchup between Ponch and Kaliua. I'd like to see Ponch win it. My heart says Ponch to win it. That brings another one of them 7-3 teams down. Kaliua. I'm going to take Killers. I'm taking Killers to win. Come on, Killers. Go, Ponch.